Hello everybody, welcome to Photographer Happy Hour. This is episode 1, and here's the premise of the show. I have a wine glass full of questions that have been submitted to me by different people, mostly my photographer friends right now, but if you want to submit questions for me to answer on the show, you can just tweet me at Matt Hoaglin or send it to me on Instagram, Facebook, however. Email works, Snapchat, all those different ways. Submit your questions, I'll answer them in one of the next couple shows, and yeah, that's how it's gonna work. So let me just start by answering the first question.
How do I market and attract senior reps?
So my thought on that is the key to senior reps or senior models or any type of rep program is that you have to offer them something that makes them want to sign up. If you're just offering them more pictures that they can go get anywhere, they're not going to sign up. So you need to have an incentive in terms of pictures for them to share with their friends to sign up. Not just like $50 off or referral credit. They don't necessarily care about the money because their parents are typically paying for the money. So what we found to be the most successful is to do a really unique shoot. So this year, for example, thanks to my friend Sherry Phelps, we did a couture event where we did formal wear, formal hair. We rented dresses from Rent the Runway. We had our local salon do their hair and makeup in a formal way and gave them images that they weren't going to get during their senior session that they could only get if they signed up for the model program. And we had a ton of models sign up. So that's my 2 cents about how to attract models, is that you got to do something unique that they can't get during their senior session and they can't get anywhere else. Question 2.
How important is social media consistency?
I think social media consistency is really important. It's like anything in branding. Your social media is just an extension of your brand, and it needs to send a consistent message and a consistent voice over and over and over again so that people understand and can predict what you're going to put out in front of them. So I think it's really important. I also think in terms of consistency for social media that you post on a regular basis so that you're relevant without posting too much and being spammy. But definitely it needs to be consistent so you're visible, but also consistent with your brand in terms of colors and branding, like graphic design wise, but also in terms of your voice. I think that's what a lot of people miss with their voice and their branding. Is the voice of your branding friendly? Is it, is it loud? Is it obnoxious? Like, what is your brand and who are you as a person? And that's what you want to put forward consistently in social media. All right, question number 3.
What are the benefits of in-person sales?
So I think in-person sales are hugely important. I think unfortunately in our industry, a lot of people say, oh, you don't have to do in-person sales if you don't have a space to do it. I just think that's a cop-out. I think in-person sales is really important. If you expect people to spend a large amount of money with you, I think that you need to hold their hand through the process. I don't think a lot of people know how to shop photography, so they need hand-holding in order to figure out how to go through this whole experience. They need to know that they need to shop based off of what they're going to put on their walls and the amount of space on their wall, and they need an expert to help them decorate versus like just based off of just an overall size of a picture or price. I think if you don't do in-person sales, I think eventually the conversation that happens with their pictures becomes about budget and price. And if they're just sitting in front of their computer picking pictures, eventually they're just going to say, okay, well, maybe we should spend about $500, honey, on these pictures. Okay, for $500, what should we do? And they'll just kind of like piece the puzzle together, which is not necessarily the conversation you want to have. The conversation you want to have with them is, where in your house do you want to hang this artwork? Okay, now this would look really amazing, and this is how you should display it. This is the type of hanging format you should do, whether it's image blocks or canvases, and really take them through the whole process, because I don't think a lot of people know how big of prints they can do and how good they would look in their house. And I also don't think they know how to decorate their house or the type of decor mount that they can do. And I just think they need help with that. So I think the benefits to in-person sales is that you get to help steer the conversation to make sure that they get exactly what they want and it looks amazing. And if you accomplish that, then they're gonna send friends to you because they're gonna be really excited to show off their artwork that you hung in their house, and they're gonna send you referrals because of it. I think if they're at home shopping, buying 8x10s off of your website, it's based off of price, and they're not gonna be super excited about the pile of 8x10 piece of paper that they got at the end for $500, and they're not gonna tell their friends about the experience. Question number 4.
How do I get more business in the slow season?
So, great question. I think the way, I know the way to get more business in the slow season is to give them a reason to shop with you. So during our slow season, one of the things that we do is we reach out to all of our past clients and we try to book a couple sessions every single week with past clients that we've heard during our busy time that they want to come back for a family session, or they have family coming into town for this event or whatever, and we just reach out to them and we just start giving them a reason and reminding them that they want to book with us. So I think you got to give them a reason. Some people do themed sessions during their slow time. We don't do a lot of that, but I know it works because you're giving them a reason to book with you for sure. So I think you just have to give them a reason, and then you have to pick up the phone and during the slow time, and you have to work a little bit harder, and you have to hustle and call people and ask them for business, because during the slow time it's slow because they're not seeking your product. So you have to really take the time to ask them for business. All right, question 5.
I'm a sole proprietor since the beginning. Now that I'm making more money, how do I know when it is time to incorporate?
I'll tell you how we were advised about this, but I'm going to tell you really the answer I really think. We were advised to incorporate, to go from a sole proprietor. We're always an LLC so that we were protected, but we went to become an S Corp when the amount of money we saved on our income tax balanced out how much more it cost us to file an S Corp. So an S Corp filing typically through a CPA is going to be more expensive. And so there was going to be a point where the difference in that, the more expensive it was going to be to file, was offset by the money that we saved in terms of self-employment tax. I guess it wouldn't be income tax, it would be self-employment tax. And so when those balanced out, then we are able to make the switch. But that's not really like advice that I want to give. My advice for this question is about being a sole proprietor and then switching to a corporation is that you need to put the team in place that can advise you. So you need a CPA, you need a financial advisor, you need all these different pieces in your life so that you can ask these questions, because I don't think these are the things that you need to navigate on your own. People are experts in these fields and that's what they do for a living, and I think you need to assemble those people around you so that when you have questions, they can do it. And also, I don't think you need to be doing your own taxes. I think you should be using that time to go get more clients. I don't think you need to be doing your own financial planning. I think you can have somebody helping you with that, and then the time you save there, I think you can go find another client. When you have that extra time to go find those extra clients, not only do you pay for that service, but typically you pay for that service and then some, and then you can make a lot of money. So it goes, it's like little outsourcing pieces. Like make sure you outsource your taxes to a CPA, and outsource your contracts to an attorney, and make sure that experts are doing those things for you, because I don't think you need to spend the time trying to be a lawyer, trying to be a CPA. I think you just need to be a photographer and you just need to book clients, and other experts can take care of that for you. So that was the 5 questions from Photographer Happy Hour. And if you want your questions answered on my show, you can, again, tweet me at Matt Hoaglin, or send me a direct message on Instagram. You can Facebook me, email me at info@matthoaglin.com. And yeah, any way to get a hold of me, and I will read your question on the air. Thanks.